quick audio test. Great. All working fine. Time to start, so let's get everything on. And here you guys join me in Wellington. We're flying from Wellington today down to Tauranga. No clue where Tauranga is, it's somewhere in New Zealand basically. So loading into the airport, let's just get this plane set up for departure. So A320 Topa Sky, which is the Australian version of Fly UK. They are part of the same airline, obviously. It's just like a part of Fly UK, basically. I thought I want to do, actually. Unfortunately, a lot of you probably will know, Thomas Cook did go bust, so it would have been nice to make. I would have loved to do a Thomas Cook flight, like a short little hour-long Thomas Cook hop. But unfortunately, Fly UK, like, you need to do a flight with them every month, or your account goes off active, so I had to do one. Next week we'll do a Thomas Cook flight, so save that for next Saturday. We'll do a nice long 2-hour flight with Fly UK again. They're operating UK flights, maybe with Fly UK, maybe with someone else, but that's the aim. So today, obviously that's what we're doing. I've just explained it, so just checking everything's all up and going. Yep, good. So what we need to do today, first of all, I'm going to start Skytrack right there, because I don't want to go forgetting that. Connect to Vatsim. So call sign today is UKV108, so it's Skyways 108. And we are on A320. Also, guys, I've got a bit of a cold, my throat's hurting a little bit, so just put up with that. Well, let's go ahead and file that flight plan right there. So everything's all connected on Vatsim. There's literally nobody in New Zealand on Vatsim at the moment. Go to the active air rack and let's start getting everything put in. What obviously GSX is still loading, so while we're doing that, we'll load in the passenger loads. We've got 130 people on today. Cargo 2.8, and fuel we've got 5.49. That's all of that. Today's flight should be about 45 minutes to an hour, somewhere in that region. So there's that all plugged in. We can get the checklist on now. The ground services are all good. Doors are all open. There you go, there's GSX. It's just finished its little thing that it had to do. So let's get them fired up then. Okay, the GSX menu doesn't want to fire up. There you go. Obviously, it will fire up by that way as well. So we want boarding. Okay, it's not going to tell me who's handling us then, is it? Or has GSX crashed or something? Here it is. It's just spawned in Menzies. Okay. Obviously, GSX is unfortunately a bit slow, but we will have to put up with that for today. So we are going from where is it now? NZTG to, nope, got that wrong. That's our arrival. So NZWN to NZTG. So there you go. All that's entered in there. Flight number today, UKV 108. It's also TO 108, depends on whether you want to use. I think I typed in UKY, but whatever. And cruising today at 290. Block fuel, make sure I put that in. So it's 5.49. Oh, just 5.5 then, is it? So it's time to start getting everything done now. So we're going off runway 34 today. I'll just check the winds again. refresh both of them. Yep, still that. And we're going off the Kale to Papa to PP. We're going to PP, so that's that. From PP, we're taking H467, going on to H313 via, yep, Foxton. Y505 via O. Yep. What do you mean not allowed? And on to Oropi. Okay, we're going direct from O then onto Y505 to Oropi. Try that. Good, yep. And then the arrival, we are... Oh, there are no stars. Oh, actually, I need to select it first. There's no ILS, obviously. Using 25, so we use NDB, runway 25. It is the Orup 1 Bravo. Insert that. 243 miles has popped up on that screen there. Let's just check that with Mr. Sim Brief. We have on here Sim Brief. We have 247. So that's good. That's one for takeoff. Let's get all this fired up.
Cockpit preparation.
The GSX not actually like
Engine master.
they're not fired into action.
Both off.
Engine mode selector.
Checked normal.
Parking brake.
Off.
Thrust levers.
Idle.
ECAM recall.
Checked.
Anti-skid.
On.
Emergency lights.
Checked and armed.
No smoking signs.
On.
Air condition.
Checked.
Ventilation panel.
Is checked.
Fuel pumps.
Some I suspect that the GSX is broken, unfortunately,
Set
because
on.
they don't appear to be
Radiators.
boarding anybody or doing anything.
Checked.
Checklist complete.
Why is 0/0 a bad format for the wind? Okay, obviously it isn't that time. Right, yeah, I suspect GSX is broken for some reason. I did just do an update on it, so that could be why. Right, disable. And that's disabled it fully, hasn't it? Enable. There you go. West boarding. There you go. Handling my Menzies has actually popped up this time, so it's working. Meanwhile, let's check the charts. I want to check the transition level at our police. Operational data, maybe? Got no info on in terms of a transition level, unfortunately. So, in terms of transition level, I probably have to go with the same that I'm getting here in Wellington, which is 13,000. Because some countries do have like a country-wide transition altitude, and if that's the case, then 13,000 is what it's going to be. So it's just the safest bet, basically. Right, let's just tune into Unicom as well. So we are now all ready to go. Let's just check the. Actually, let's Seatbelt signs on. And we just want to finally check the route.
I'm right next to her. Thank you.
No, our top of climb and our top of descent, they are quite far apart. So they're still 57 miles apart. I'm just checking then. So we appear to be all good. Just going to check the charts now in terms of the actual departure itself. So, SID runway 34, it's one of these, isn't it? I have to look. So, Lap Rocks, that is, so that's the wrong one. This page here, that's Ogami, Nolco, Alpod. So it's none of these. So let's check the other one, which is pages 3 and 4. Alpod, Nolco, Ogami again, Vatsim, Kando, Sabda. Oh, wait, there's the PPNDB. Yeah, that's ours there.
I'm doing good.
According to this, Kalem, where's Kalem? At or below 5,000 at Kalem, yes, and 180 knots, that's correct, and that's literally the only restriction, yeah? Yeah, okay, so that's the departure covered. The arrival, just going to check that. So, arrival,
Hello. Thank you.
we've got no restrictions apart from 210 knots at Todam. I'm trying to spot the right path now. By the looks of it, they go toe
I'm
down.
doing good.
They all come in. It's a bit of an out-of-date chart, I think, but it says there max 210 knots, so it does say somewhere on the chart max 210 knots, so but let's get rid of that chart, we don't need it really. That's it in terms of restrictions, nothing crazy, so I'm getting the APU fired up actually. Save time later.
Morning.
Morning.
Make sure I started Skytrack, which I did, good. Almost done with the boarding now. How about the loading? Is every part of the baggage complete? Nope, the baggage hasn't even arrived yet, great. Nice game. So despite the fact the passengers are almost all on, we're still waiting on those pesky baggage containers. They're all from different airlines. What's that about? We've got DHL, we've got Turkish Airlines, and we've got, what does the other one say? Celebi. We've got 3 different, like, airline crates for some reason. Planes all fired up though and ready to go. There's the passengers. So I can go ahead and close the front doors. We're just waiting on baggage now, which has taken an age for some reason. So we're all
Captain, the cabin is secure. All passengers are aboard.
So we're all ready to go now. We just need to wait for these pesky little baggage handlers to do their job. Meanwhile, let's actually just move these cameras out to the right position. So, oh yeah, may as well set the water brakes into max, and on the spoilers, because that's things we don't need to do. We need to do at some point, so maybe we'll do them now. There's something else really to do now. Just in case of waiting. Planned flight time today by this is 42 minutes in, we're saying 43. I checked flight radar in a Dash 8. It takes an hour, so in this plane I'd expect to do it in just under 50 minutes. Because in real life, this route's operated with a Dash 8, but obviously it's operated in the sim with Fly UK with an A320. And I'm literally the only person on Vatsim in New Zealand right now. That is nuts. Obviously, New Zealand isn't a very popular place for people at this time of night. Maybe it's more. Obviously, I did actually load in because people tend to fly around where they live. So I looked up. No, I didn't look it up. I went onto the New Zealand airport in Flight Sim and it automatically sets the local time. The local time in New Zealand right now is 4 AM. Like where I am right now in Wellington is 4 AM. So I'd expect most people in Wellington right now to be asleep, not playing Flight Sim. So that's probably why. Oh, there you go. The front baggage is complete. Just the back baggage now we're waiting on. That's always the one we're waiting on because it takes ages. So this one's going on, and then the DHL crate is now going to go on. Unfortunately, it does seem to lag in this view a little bit for some reason. Don't really know why. So we're just waiting at the moment. Obviously, I haven't actually flown in New Zealand before in the sim, so it's a bit of an interesting on that. We'll just set flaps 1 now. Just getting the plane all configured, basically, I think. Waiting for that little thing to come up on the top saying 100%. Come on, the last crate's going on now. Come on, game, the last crate. Off goes that tractor. Through the stairs for good measure. Because, you know, obviously. I'm going to take this as a... I am going to keep taking some, screenshots that I can use in future videos. Because this is quite a nice little screenshot there. I quite like the Topa Sky livery. It's like a cloudy blue with a little bit of orange in there. It's quite nice. Right, let's go ahead and shut off the back cargo door. Turn that off. And then we can move on to actually doing the checklist. And we're departing, on the left, on the runway that goes left, basically. So we want to push back left.
APU.
APU on.
APU bleed.
On.
External power.
Hang on, I just saw a new menu pop up then. Prepare to push back and departure. What was that? Quick edit pushback. Oh. Forget that. Okay, push back and departure, we're going left. I don't want to start engines before push back. What do you want me to do? Oh, probably beacon light, isn't it?
External power.
Disconnected and off.
Cabin signs.
On.
Thrust levers.
Idle.
Hello, Captain. We are ready for pushback.
On.
Oh, wow.
Reference.
Checked. 1013.
1013. Check. Beacon lights.
On.
Checklist complete.
For once as well, obviously I've just downloaded a brand new version of GSX, so they've now got localised voices, because we're in New Zealand, I've got a guy with a New Zealand accent doing the pushback. That's cool. I quite like that. It's quite cool. It's little things like that they add in.
Departure check completed. Bypass pin inserted.
Because I'm used to hearing the same really boring voice, and now I've got different voices to listen
All
to.
engines clear. Start at will.
That's cool.
Starting engine 2.
Right, on goes engine 2. And on goes
Starting
engine
number
1. But maybe push me back the right way. Seriously, what they do when I said left? Game, I said left. Wait, what? Has this game got the wrong scenery or something? It's pushing me like, it pushed me left, and now it's pushing me right. Whatever. Right, first engine is
Engine 2 is
stabilised.
stabilised.
First engine, that's the second engine stabilised. First engine
Engine 1 is stabilised.
stabilised. Yeah, this pushback might be a little inaccurate. It could have something to do with the thing I did in the editor, I'm not entirely sure. But at this rate, actually no, it's actually pretty accurate. It's based on, I wanted it to push me there, but I guess that's not going to happen, is it? Is it going to park? I mean, I can still go here, I can just turn up there like that. Doesn't really matter, but would have been nice. Also, what's not lovely about the runway I'm using is I parked like literally right by the runway. Or maybe they are parked, maybe they are pushing me all the way back, I can't tell. It's a bit of a weird pushback, this one. I have to do takeoff config now, everything's all finished, so we're fine. Wait, what did I just do then? Oh, the gear went up for some reason. I must have pressed something.
Set parking brakes.
Parking brakes are set.
So have they pushed me back? No, they haven't. That's in the worst place. You could have pushed me to like there. I don't know, they want me to turn, like have room to turn later. Or something. Oh, there you go, it's just a little notice that's come up there. Brussels in Belgium is having a event, I guess they're doing.
Unlocking gear.
That's just advertising that. I don't know why that broadcasts
checklist.
on the Unicom
Tow
in
truck disconnected.
New
Bypass
Zealand,
pin removed.
but I'm not anywhere near Brussels. It'll take me like 17 hours to get there. What do they want me to do?
Left is clear. Right is clear.
So it wasn't the door page, I'm trying to... Oh,
Engine
Set.
mode selector, APU bleed,
Off.
APU master,
Off.
ground spoilers,
Checked and armed.
rudder trim,
Checked 0.
pitch trim,
need to set that, actually, I forgot to set that.
flight controls, flaps,
Flaps 1.
anti-ice,
Off.
ECAM status,
Checked.
ECAM door page,
I already checked that, but okay.
Checked.
hand signal,
Received.
checklist complete.
Right, off we go, I think. If it wasn't for that there. So we need to wait for that tug to disappear, then we'll start our taxi, I think. But wait for it to get out of our way anyway, there you go, we can start going now. Off we go, we can take off runway 34, 240 miles, and then land into Tauranga, I think you pronounce it, I'm not entirely sure. That's just how I've been pronouncing it. I mean, they speak English in New Zealand, don't they?
Taxiing checklist.
So I'd assume it was Tauranga, like if it was the same as English, it would be
No flight?
pronounced like that. Oh, yeah, I forgot, no flight, for whatever reason, is a thing I can't find the button to.
Brake check,
Pedal pressed. Checked 0.
check, auto brakes,
Max.
takeoff data,
Reviewed.
FCU,
Checked.
flight instruments,
Checked.
checked, TO config,
Checked. No blue.
checklist complete.
Again. Just checking Skytrack's working. And then we'll also start the before takeoff checklist now.
Flight attendants, seats for takeoff. Before takeoff checklist.
Brake temperature.
Checked.
Brake fans.
Off.
Engine mode selector.
Check normal.
TCAS.
TARA, tilt above.
Exterior lights.
Oh yeah, we need to set those, don't we? The exterior lights.
Set on.
Sliding tables.
Stowed.
Stowed. Checklist complete.
And off we go, ready to take off now. Off we go. Just check the stream's going good and all that. Yep. Getting on the seat for takeoff. Like the right position, I guess. And let's go. Very slowly going very slowly for some reason. Turning onto the runway with the lovely scenery of Wellington in the background. And 40%. Toga.
Takeoff. Man, toga, SRS and runway.
Check. Power set.
Hundred knots there.
Checked.
Speed 1.
B1.
Rotate.
Rotates.
Positive climb.
Positive
Gear
climb,
up.
gears going up.
Gear up.
Navigation.
Check.
And start the clock. And then make that turn.
Gears up. Lights off.
And pitch the plane down now. Nice, I like this scenery actually, it's very nice.
Flap 0.
There's flap 0.
Main check. Flap 0.
And on the spoilers. Putting the autopilot there.
Autopilot on. Climb thrust.
And there's climb thrust.
And the after takeoff checklist.
Engine mode selector.
Check normal.
Spoilers.
Disarmed.
Flaps.
Check retracted.
Landing gear.
Gear up, lights off.
Exterior lights.
Set off.
Tax.
Both on.
Anti-ice.
Off.
TCAS.
Checked.
Altimeter.
1013.
1013. Checked. Checklist complete.
That's that complete. We have to hold at 5,000 now for the next 4 miles. And there's our lovely little Topa Sky plane there. Take a couple of screenshot worthy pictures. Cross off the charts now for Wellington, because we don't actually need them. There's a little city of Wellington there. And we should be heading up to flight level 290 just about now, really. Yep, now. Look at this lovely little plane we've got here. Looks nice, I think, all this. Got estimated 40 miles to cruise. And then how long will we at cruise for? This thinks 50 miles, but it'll be less. Actually, it'll be longer than that, won't it? Because actually, I can look already. We've got 61 miles until cruise. That's the expedite. So 60 miles until descent. We have. Oh, not what it tells you. I'm positive it normally tells you. Oh well. I already thought it told you. Obviously not. There's 10,000 feet.
Passing 10,000 feet.
Lights off.
Off.
Passing 10,000 feet, speeding up now. Right now the plane's settled, we can get the seatbelts off.
Transition altitude.
There's the transition altitude.
Arrow reference set and cross check.
Check.
Nice. Also, for some reason, there's a weird glitch with this livery. It says D Aero, which is the default registration of this plane, like before you add a livery to it. So I don't know what's happened there, because on the tail it clearly says ZK Sam. Also, the quality of this text, like the texture quality on this livery, it did used to be worse, but you can see there, look, Airbus A320 is a bit blurry. If you compare it to some of the other liveries, unfortunately it's a little bit blurry. So we're just set now to go straight up to cruise, which we are proceeding up to quite quickly. Unless it won't tell me then, will it? No, obviously not. Well, when we're descending. I want to know when we're descending. It normally tells you, but obviously doesn't want to tell you. Doesn't want to tell me today. Normally I'm positive. If you go onto the performance and then click next phase until you get to descent, it tells you about here, but getting nothing today. Lovely little scenery of New Zealand there. A little bit of sea there, nice. Very pretty. And that's default scenery, so I can't imagine if you get paid the paid scenery must look absolutely awesome, because this looks pretty good as it is. Sometimes I do wonder if it would be nice to buy scenery, but one, it's spending money on, you know, something that's not actually that massive, and it's also just a case of, like, well, what's the point? It's like, it's probably going to black out my game anyway. So here we are, passing 23,000 feet. I don't know why I said 25. Right, let's get the ground chart up. Here we are, there's 4 gates down in Tauranga. Actually, let's go on to Google Translate, this is my favourite thing to do. Google Translate, and then type in Tauranga.
Tauranga.
That's what that's saying. I highly actually doubt that's how you pronounce it. And I try searching out, like, what if I use US? No, it is just English, not like English US, English UK. I highly doubt that's how you pronounce it, but okay. So there's 4 gates going down. We're landing on runway 25 if all goes to plan. Yep, still runway 25. So we come in, land. Now we can vacate on hotel, but it's a little bit close. We could possibly vacate onto runway 34. It's like a grass runway, I think. There's a lot of grass actually, so we might want to avoid that if it's a grass runway. So I think we'll either vacate on hotel or vacate off whiskey. So is it no hotel or did I say Mike? I probably said Mike earlier. Actually, I don't know where I got any of those from because it's X-ray 2 there. That area, and then vacate off at whiskey there. So that's the plan, I think. Back by where is it now? Back. We could also vacate actually by if we want to come out right by the terminal, we want to vacate off Alpha 1, but that would mean, you know, a pretty sharp break. So I think we'll have to miss that. We might have to end up taxiing down the whole airport if we vacate down at whiskey. I'll have to wait and see. But you know, wait and see. Might turn out well, might not. Also, I don't think I mentioned earlier, I don't think I did, but the reason we're doing Friday evening stream, there won't be a stream tomorrow morning. I'm busy all weekend, so that is why I'm doing a stream tonight. So I thought, well, I was going to do a Fly UK Thomas Cook flight, is the original plan, but busy this weekend, so can't. So I thought, right, I need to do a Fly UK flight over a Thomas Cook flight, because I can do a Thomas Cook flight next week. So, yeah, next week we'll be flying Thomas Cook. And I haven't decided on where we're going to go yet. I think we're going to go to Reyes, because it's like one of my favourite travel destinations. So I think I'll do Reyes. How long have we got now? We've got 82 miles until top of descent. Here we are at cruise, so I can put this TCAS onto normal mode. And we've got 95 miles now to our next waypoint. I don't know how you can have such a long gap between waypoints on such a short route, but we appear to have managed it. In terms of the landing, it's an NDB. 2,000 feet, we need to be 2,000 feet or above, 6 miles away from the airport. Go around altitude 3,700, so that's what we've got there. So 75 miles left of cruise, 90 miles to go until Para. So we should have a contrail, I think, at this altitude. Yeah. So let's take some screenshots of that. I'm mad for screenshots on this game. Nice. So there it is, 84 nautical miles to Para. So it's literally just sitting actually until we descend in 68 miles time. So that is just under 10 minutes. I may as well put this all the way down to landing altitude, which is 2,000. That's like our final altitude before I will, because it's an NDB, I will switch off the autopilot at that stage. So 2,000, and then on final we'll have to adjust it back up to 3,700. Which is our go-around altitude, which is a required thing for the checklist to do. Obviously, I don't know what my landing rate will be, unfortunately, because we won't have... Fly UK Skytrack doesn't do a landing rate, I don't have a landing rate plugin installed, so... we'll just be judging it by whether we don't die or not, basically. But yeah, so here we are just going along. .74 miles to Para. Flight appears to be going well, so yeah. Just looking at some charts at the moment, making sure all the arrival's good. So yeah, I'm just checking the arrival charts. Not a lot there. There's approach charts. So I just look. There's an NDB runway 25 chart here. Yeah, 2,000 or above. It's good. Nice. All good. Apparently Tauranga is very, it's not a very well serviced aircraft. No, not aircraft, airport in Vatsim. The last sort of things on this game. No, not game, it's on the Vatsim. I'll just forget it. I don't think I understand that totally, but okay. So I can apologise again for like my cold. Can't help it. It's just there. just tried to move these, I can't move them. Come on. That's one complaint about I have about the Airsoft Airbus. Like in the Boeing, literally everything is clickable. But in this, like in that button, look, that one, that one, that one. I'm struggling to find some now. That one, that one, all those, all of those, all of these, all of these, that one, all of those. That's the thing. It's like, come on, that one, that one, that one. Once actually, it was really odd. I'll show it now. Where is it now? Here it is. This button down here aids print. It was quite funny. I clicked it, thinking what happened. My flight sim froze and then popped up again. And I, was just walking through the house, and the printer printed out a sheet that described how heavy the aircraft was. Don't know how this knew what my printer was. But that's what that does. I'm not sure what AID stands for. Probably something to do with, or it was the weight of the aircraft. So it was like the takeoff weight, how much fuel was on board, that sort of thing. This one again. So yeah, that's what that button does. I found out. Pretty random. Oh, coming up on descent now. Less than 40 miles. That was quick. 32 miles. Only 120 miles to go now until we manage to butter this thing. I don't think we're going to get to butter it though. We're not going to be buttering this bread today, I don't think. It's probably not going to happen. So yeah, I've enjoyed so far this flight. It's actually very similar to flying New Zealand. Obviously, in flying in the US, it's a little bit different. But so far, flying in New Zealand has been pretty much the same as it is in UK, Europe. I do know for a fact that they do send an awful lot of people in the UK who are trained to be a pilot over to New Zealand, because apparently the weather conditions and that sort of thing are very, in terms of the actual sky conditions, not the temperature, obviously, are very similar. And obviously a lot of the procedures are similar. So that could be, obviously that's kind of showing it, isn't it? Nice little mountain there. If I was better at New Zealand geography, then I'd know which mountain that is. But I don't. There's a nice little lake there, but I have no clue what that lake's called either. So I've got a map of my room, but unfortunately it's a map of Europe, not a map of the world, so kind of useless when you're trying to look at a map of New Zealand. Because New Zealand isn't in Europe. That's the one geography fact I do know, is that I mean, it's kind of obvious, surely, but, yeah. I mean, like, learning tips with Mad Chili, like, absolute, like, you don't even need to learn geography with me, you just watch my channel, and I'm like, New Zealand isn't in Europe. Clap, clap, clap. Best fact of the year that no one else knew. Obviously, I'm being sarcastic. Very, very obviously, I don't even know why I need to point it out. Yeah, the descent preparation checklist is actually going to start in just 8 miles. So let's set that to below. I don't even know why we needed a TCAS on this flight, since there is no other plane in New Zealand currently. So yeah, I'm just sitting here enjoying the flight. Nothing else really to think about. So I think it's going to be a bit of a short stream. Originally I planned around 35. I think it'll be. Unfortunately, this flight's a bit shorter than I thought it would be. So I think it'll turn out being a bit less.
Off.
Landing information.
Received.
Altimeter.
Standard.
Error radio.
Checked.
Checklist complete.
That's that ready. So it's time for us to descend in just 6 miles now.
Hello, Captain. Would you like some coffee? Enjoy.
I wish they'd ask you if you like tea as well. They always say, would you like some coffee? They never say, would you like some tea? Which annoys me because I drink tea. Tea or coffee, people. I'm a tea person, not a coffee person. They never ask you, they ask, I think, if you want sandwiches and if you want coffee. When on a plane, I quite like eating sandwiches. Wraps are very nice. I went on TUI this summer, did some delicious chicken Caesar wrap. I would highly recommend, if you fly on Ryanair in the morning, definitely get ham and cheese croissant. And if you're flying TUI any time of day, try and get the chicken Caesar wrap. It's lovely, Caesar sauce, chicken, sun-dried tomatoes. Unfortunately, the sun-dried tomatoes are like the poshest bit of it. And it's still quite a cheap wrap, so they put like 2 in maybe in a whole wrap, like 2 sun-dried tomatoes. It's ridiculous, but aside from that small complaint, lovely. It's very nice. Also, stay away from experience. Stay away from their cheese and ham toasties on TUI. They used to do a cheese and ham toasty. It's now like they did do like a croque monsieur, and now it's a cheese and ham toasty. But the croque monsieur was extremely greasy and disgusting, and the cheese and ham toasty, apparently the crusts were very hard. So I wouldn't, just basically, if you fly into TUI, stay away from the cheese and ham croque monsieur or toasty or whatever they're serving. Go for the what are they called? Go for the wrap instead. The chunky chips are also quite nice, and the bacon ciabattas as well. Bacon ciabattas are pretty nice. It's basically like a glorified bacon sandwich, and who doesn't like bacon sandwiches? I mean, seriously, bacon sandwiches are the best thing in the entire world. It's a fact. So trying to keep up now with our descent path here, which this plane isn't managing to do currently. So I'll deploy some speed brakes to get it down quicker. There's Para, we've just hit it. But we've still got a lot more after that to cover. But it's nice, this flight has gone very quickly, so because we're at 21,000 feet, it's slightly less of a descent to do than we would have had otherwise, so that's, good. Means we can get down on the ground sooner. So we've got 72 miles, got plenty of fuel, which is good. Don't want to go running out of fuel. That'll be a disaster. It'd be a very big disaster. I'm going to be setting medium water brakes, which is the highest we can set for landing. Just watching this plane descent. This lovely little plane. It's a nice little A320. Who doesn't like the A320? I don't think I prefer the A320 to the 737 in the sim and in real life. The A320 is a bit simpler. I love, it's very sensible, this layout. It's like a bit less sort of like old-fashioned 1970s plane, a bit more like 2050s futuristic-y sort of stuff. Well, maybe not quite that futuristic, but it's sensible. It's nice. There's 20,000 feet. We don't need to do anything until about, between the 10,000 and 15,000 mark. So for now, we can just sort of chill. It's just like being at cruise, no different. There's 19,000. I forgot what that button did. Rip.
Autopilot off.
Wait, what?
Autopilot on. Autopilot off.
Why does the autopilot keep turning off?
Autopilot on. Autopilot off. Autopilot on.
Okay, turns out pressing the button for push to talk too many times causes the autopilot to disengage. Also, I think I bugged out the. Oh, never mind. It's because the flaps are for whatever reason all the way there.
Autopilot off.
I don't know why that turns. Why does that turn off autopilot? It shouldn't.
Autopilot.
Oh! Okay, so holding any button
Autopilot on. Autopilot off.
for a certain amount of time
Autopilot on.
apparently turns off. Holding any button for a certain amount of time apparently disables the autopilot. Which means I can't use push to talk in this aircraft, otherwise we'll end up with disabled. No, let's just forget that then. Let's use push to talk. What did I use before? I think I used the full stop key or period key, depending on whether you're American or UK. On V-Pilot, it registers as a period key, so I think that's what I should call it. But I normally call it, the full stop key or whatever. I don't even really give it a name. The key with a dot on it, and then an arrow on top. I don't know. Okay, set the Q&H there. Because we're approaching the transition level, and we can also get seatbelts on as well. Because we are just 46 miles out. I've been streaming an hour. It's crazy. Think about it, I should have actually done a VFR stream maybe today. I don't know.
1013.
1013. Checked.
Nothing to do now until 10,000, which is when the plane will slow down. $14 miles to go. Also, I've only just noticed 5 miles before final we have to be at 210 knots, so that's quite a slowdown. Down to the landing speed of just 132, so that's a bit of a shock. And the plane will slow itself down now. It doesn't appear that we need the speed brakes. Actually, we are going to need the speed brakes because we're falling off the course of our descent. We managed to get back on course now. So let's get the landing lights on there. And the landing system.
10,000 feet.
Do we need a landing system?
Lights on.
I don't think we do. I don't think there is a landing system for the NDB. It's all visual. Which is nice. And by that I mean not really that nice. I'll keep the landing system on just in case it ends up being useful. Hopefully we can have a good landing now. I'm really, really hoping for a good landing here. Just, was it there? 33 miles. Should be able to see the airport soon. Rip. I am really hoping it's a small airport, obviously, so I'm hoping it's still in the game. There's an airport there. That it? No. The airport should be directly ahead of us. Oh, that's it, I think. That's it there, look. Actually, let's get GSX up. So, Tauranga. No, that's the wrong one. Tauranga. Apparently, there's only GA ramps there. Why it only recognises a GA ramp, I don't know. So I'm going to have to park in the GA area. I have to wait and see with that. Actually, let's get the auto brakes on now. Because we may as well. I don't really know what else we're going to do, are we? May as well at this point. Descending now. Below 7,000. So we are quite close to landing now. Not particularly far away. There's 2,000 meters as well. For people who like meters. And we're closing up on the decel point as well, so we need to go down to 210 knots, and then it's going to have to be quite a sharp deceleration, I think, if we are going to do that.
Approach checklist.
Let's get approach. Let's just get approach armed.
Sliding tables.
Stowed.
Stowed. Cabin signs.
Checked.
Nav currency.
Checked.
Bearer reference.
Checked. 1013.
1013. Checked. Checklist complete. Speed check. Flaps 1.
So we want to slow this plane down as much as possible, really,
Flight attendants, prepare for
at
landing.
this stage. Only as far as flaps 1 for now, because we're not... I don't think we're decelerating the whole way, are we? Okay, I'll do flaps 2 then. That hasn't actually registered.
Speed check. Flaps 2.
It's registered now. I'm a bit too high according to this. And the landing system is picking up absolutely nothing, so that's useless. On the approach now, may as well. Quite low now, just 5,000 feet as we descend. How long have we been in the air? We left the gate 44 minutes ago. $4,600 there. So we are starting to descend again. And there's another decel point as well. And obviously we've got the approach armed as well. Actually, with the decel point now, we're over the decel point, so I don't know why we're not going to decel. Oh, there it is. There's the vertical deviation. The approach phase has activated, that means. Get the landing system up, make sure we're not missing anything out. We're not. Good.
Speed check. Flaps 3. Speed check.
And there's flaps full. Down now to the slowest possible speed, going extremely slowly now, crawling like a little snail. 14 miles. I mean, I say crawling like a snail, it feels really slow for a plane, but we're still doing 160, so, you know, not quite that slow. I love this approach. It's lovely. Screenshot! What is it with me and taking screenshots of everything? And what is it with that weird voice I just did then? So we've got nothing in terms of a localizer, it appears. We haven't really got much, but we've got the vertical deviation sensor. Something. At least. Plane turning there towards the airport, and then it's going to go straight and then turn again. And then we're on final. Just 4.5 miles and then we're on final. $2,800, so we're very... Actually, now we're in approach mode. I can actually pop this up to our go-around altitude of 3,700. $2,500 feet, so should be making a turn at about 2,000 feet.
2,500.
There's a little GPWS call out, tell me 2,500. Just 8 miles now to go, so get ready on your yoke. Been in the air 40 minutes so far, there you go, nice. I forgot I even had a clock down there. I can't believe I forgot I had a clock down there. Unbelievable. Just 1.5 miles now until we make that turn. When we start making that turn, that's when I will put out the gear. Actually, there's the spoilers now as well. And get the exterior lights ready.
Gear down.
Gear down.
Gear's going down. Because there's a little notice from the crew as soon as we start turning, that is. So that's pretty good.
Landing checklist.
Landing gear.
There you go,
Autopilot
taking
off.
out the autopilot there.
Landing gear.
Down and locked. 3 greens.
Ground spoilers.
Checked and armed.
Auto brakes.
Medium.
Exterior lights.
On.
Go around altitude.
Checked.
Landing memo.
Checked. No blue.
Checklist complete.
I suspect that we are slightly off course, though, according to what this is telling me right now. The airport's about here, which obviously isn't the case. So that's a bit of a... It's one of those ones where the Airbus, for whatever reason, thinks the airport is in a different place to where it actually is. It does happen in some airports. I don't know why. This is obviously one of them, so obviously we'll have to sort of not really pay attention and just we'll use the pappy lights. Also the blue, which is our go-around, appears to be in the right place. Just the runway isn't in the right place. Which is a bit odd.
1,000.
There's the little turn, look. So turn in there a little bit. We're good to go. Screenshot it, obviously. Because, you know, who doesn't like screenshots? Well, I like them anyway.
500. $400.
There's 400, nice. Got four pappies, so we're good.
300. 100 above.
That implies that I know what I'm doing. The comedy of that.
200.
200 minimums. Continue.
Continue.
100,
There's 100.
70, 60, 50, 40, 30, 20, retard. 5,
Absolute butter. Reverse
Reverse
green decel. There's 100 knots. This is coming at 80
Manual
knots.
brakes.
Auto brakes off.
And manual brakes. And if I can find the clock, there it is. Stop the clock. 43 minutes exactly, which was the original planned amount of time. We don't appear to have much in the way of
After landing
this.
checklist.
Exterior lights.
Set.
Ground spoilers.
Oh, we're going to crash into that windsock there.
Set off.
Engine mode selector.
Check normal.
Flaps.
Check retracted.
TCAS.
Set off.
Brake temperature.
Checked.
APU.
Set on.
Checklist complete.
And there you go, guys. Welcome to Tauranga. That was an absolutely lovely landing. I will be replaying that over and over again in my mind, and probably in real life as well. So, very good. Then way over now to the gates, which are over here. Unfortunately, for whatever reason here at Tauranga, some of the taxiways appear to be missing. No idea why. Just roll with it. It's just FSX being FSX. I haven't said that for ages, but I think that saying wanted it. It's such a shame I didn't have an FPM count on that one, because I reckon it was a proper nice one, that. Did everything I was supposed to. Nice buttery landing. So let's go ahead and get these 130 peeps off, and they can enjoy their holiday or whatever they're doing in Tauranga. And we can end the stream. So, planned originally was an hour and 35 minutes of streaming, hour and a half streaming. So far I've been doing an hour and 15 minutes, so a little bit ahead of schedule. The flight obviously took a bit less than I thought. I didn't calculate. You know, I just looked at Flight Radar and thought, oh, it takes an hour, without, you know, forgetting to recognise the fact that it was a Dash 8, which is obviously slower than an A320. Obviously, yeah, so for some reason this bit of taxiway here doesn't exist. There's no logic behind that. And unfortunately I don't think we're going to have a master either, because he's probably going to be disappeared behind that building. Right annoying. I don't know why you get that, it's right annoying, but well. And turn into the gate here. Have we got a ground, like, man who's dispatching us in? No, we haven't. Not that I'm surprised. Instead, I'll just do it myself and hope for the best. So that feels like a pretty good place. Cut the engines.
And the parking checklist.
If he says my parking was terrible, no.
Parking brake and chocks.
Parked a bit too short. Oh, not bad then. Are you going to ask me how many passengers I have, or no?
Parking brake and chocks.
Shocks are set. Parking brakes released.
Engine master.
Both off.
Seatbelt sign.
Yeah, obviously they're not going to ask me how many passengers are on board then, are they?
Set off.
Beacon lights.
Set off.
Exterior lights.
Set off.
Anti-ice.
Off.
Fuel pumps.
Set off.
Checklist complete.
Everything's off. Return map to 6,000, or actually it starts on 5,000, doesn't it? That parking was pretty good, obviously a little bit short. Whoa, that is, was that right on the taxi line there? It was. Nice. A little bit too short, but take that. Considering Captain Invisible was putting us into our parking bay. Pretty good. Right, get sim brief closed off. Stop Skytrack. Get rid of the charts, that sort of thing. And guys, that was a lovely landing. I had a very good fun that. So, just go get ahead and disconnect from Vatsim, get that off. Yeah guys, thank you so much for watching this video. Well, it was a stream, but I keep saying video, I did this at the end of last stream as well, didn't I? I had 6 playbacks, pretty good. Got 1 like as well, thank you to whoever it was that liked it. I don't know if they're still watching now, but yeah. As we can hear the sound, all those people being taken off, and somehow an air austral crate is coming out, despite the fact that an air austral crate never went in. It's obviously, you know, changed airline in the middle of flight. Logic, I don't know.
Hi, hello, thank you.
Close the front door. The front cargo door, that is. And let's get this thing into cold and dark.
Thank you very much, goodbye.
May as well get into cold and dark, so off. So I just by switching all the things that power the aircraft off. Oh yeah, external power, I forgot. This plane's now off. Cancel GSX now.
Great job, gentlemen.
And there you go. Can only close the main exit. I can't close the others on here. Thank you guys so much for watching this stream. It's been very fun. Very fun little hour and 20 minutes of flying. So, yep. I will see you in the next stream. Thank you guys so much for watching. Bye bye.